What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nap Family Racing. As I'm sure some, if not most of you have heard, the exciting news, somebody in the universe decided to let me be a dad. So, with that being said, that is kind of, now I can tell you guys, that is part of why the videos kind of slowed down there for a little bit. The wife, when we first found out, for the first month and a half, ish, she was doing really good champing it, and then there for about 3 weeks, just sick as a dog. She was either throwing up or thinking she was gonna throw up, or it was rough. So obviously took a little bit of time away from this to make sure that she had everything that she needed. Her and the baby were, getting all the right stuff, making runs to Walmart to pick up craving items, the works. So the weather did play a factor, but I'm usually not that big of a weenie when it comes to cold. I definitely don't like it, but it kind of bailed me out of making videos when I really need to be in there doing that. So with that being said, that also explains our cut short season as far as why, if you guys remember, I don't even remember how many videos back it's been now that I released my tentative schedule. It is tentative because it's been said that babies come early, as well as they come late. But ours is due in the first part of August as of right now. So that's why our race season kind of ends at the end of July, a little bit before the end of July. Taking obviously all of August off, probably all of the following month, August, September. I think I might have one race tentatively on the schedule at the end of September, and maybe one race in October. And that really just depends on how mom's doing, how the baby's doing, how I'm doing. Because it's gonna be a big deal. Obviously, it's my first one. Don't really know what to expect. Everybody's giving me their 2 cents, and it's funny because in one breath they'll tell you that having a child is the most amazing thing that will ever happen to you, and it revamps your life and gives you a new divine purpose. And then in the next breath they'll tell you about how you're never going to sleep again, how you're going to be covered in all types of poop and snot, and how they're going to terrorize your household, and how they're going to flip your world upside down. So I'm letting everybody give me their 2 cents, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really taking much of it. Everything they're saying, just a great pinch of salt type deal. I feel like everybody's experience is different. I don't want to go into this experience jaded or with expectations of something and then it be completely off and ruin the experience for me. So I'm just gonna let it play out however it plays out. And I'm excited about it. Wife's excited about it. The whole family's excited about it. So that should hopefully explain our partial absence and also our schedule. Sorry about that. I got a phone call that I've been waiting on right in the middle of that. But kind of just to wrap things up, that's what I've been doing. I'm excited, I'm nervous, but it's gonna be a good thing. I get to add a crew guy to our list, and I get to have somebody to pass this kind of knowledge, love, and passion down to, which is exciting because it was one of the best parts of my childhood, of having people with this love and passion and knowledge passing it on to me, and me getting to learn it for the first time. Like, if I had a time machine and I could go back and fall in love with racing again for the first time, that's probably all I'd use it for, to be honest with you. So that is exciting for me, and obviously I'm not going to force the steering wheel in his hand, but I mean, growing up around me, I think it'll just fall there, and we'll see what happens from there. So somewhere down the line, this channel might switch over from building these cars to building bigger cars to then building, you know, go-karts, outlaw carts, stuff like that for him to take over and carry on the Knapp family racing legacy. But for today, it is just shop cleanup day. We're working with minimal sunlight, but it's like still 63 degrees outside, so probably going to be one of those nights where we work into the nighttime. Start cutting on a couple of these lights so we can see, but all of this stuff needs a home, a permanent one. Also on this side, all of this vinyl is going to be coming off here in the next week or so, in hopes that I can start putting shelves, maybe build a little loft type deal on the top. We all know about my skills in that form of labor, so bear with me as far as building lofts and stuff like that goes. That idea could just be one that stays on paper, but we are going to get some more shelves and stuff for me to be able to get a lot of this stuff off the ground. I do have, you guys are geniuses, and you just remind me, I still have a lot of that wood from that cabinet that I pulled out of the trailer, and I have enough skill, I believe in myself enough, that I could build a holder for all of my body panels and things of that sort, so they're not just leaned over and taking up, 3 feet of space instead of, a foot, 2 feet of space. So prior to cleanup, let's do a little construction project. I'm gonna go over and find some good pieces of wood. I don't have my electric saw wheel, but I do have a handsaw and nothing but time. So I'm gonna go find some pieces, and if we have to make some cuts, I'll make them with the handsaw, and then we're just gonna screw some wood together and make a holder. So that sounds like a great idea. Good idea, guys. All right, so this is kind of a rough layout of the idea, and we're going to be doing this work with automotive tools. So buckle up. What we're actually gonna do is take that part like that. No. We're going to undo what I just did. I feel like that's squared up right there. Okay. Split the wood there a little bit, but good news is this shouldn't really be weight bearing. Didn't split it there. Still in good shape. really get that squared up best we can. I guess I should have done that first. I just checked my screw length against what I'm screwing into to make sure I wasn't coming out the bottom, which will end up being the top in a minute. But we are good. What's the torque spec on your body panel holder? Mine's about 6 Ugga Duggas. There. Good old countersink. Nothing quite says balling on a budget like building a body rack out of reclaimed trailer wood. What's that TikTok sound about you suck at being poor? I'm pretty good at it. Sure these are the same height. I'm just using those as kind of center braces. It's not going to be super load bearing or anything, but I don't want it to droop in the middle. I mean, not too shabby. Okay. We attach these guys. For that, we're going to need longer screws. on the side here. But it's fine. Totally fine. Just for added safety, put one right in the center. Probably overkill, but you got it. Sturdy. It's starting to look like something. Starting to look like something. Change the name of this channel to Knack Family Racing and Mild Construction. One more right here in the center. Drilled that one. Pun not intended, but still funny. Y'all have to let me know in the comments how I'm doing. Maybe wait to see the finished result before you comment. Because this could go south at any moment. supposed to drill through knots in wood? I'm gonna do it. I'm not a professional. And it's sitting right in the center. Ooh. This should be a complete, back this stuff up. There's a complete body rack right there. Be nice to put it back on it. But I don't have a piece that's long enough. So this is just how it's gonna be. So now I'm gonna cut this off, get all that moved, get this in place, and get all of our stuff on it so we can check it out. There's the finished product. Doesn't look showroom quality, but it definitely helped. Makes everything tighter, cleaner, neater. I did find a design flaw where it's just I underestimated the amount of weight of these guys. So they wanted, and they're very flimsy, so they just kind of wanted to fold over forward. So that's what these sheets are there for, just kind of to hold them in place until I find a more permanent solution. I might go and put a few more of those thin pieces straight up and down, just kind of every 6 inches or so on our support board, and then just have there be slots, individual slots. And I think that might help, but I don't think so because these still want to topple over. But for now, it's good. It works. It's good. I almost forgot. I like sand. Alright, now that is officially everything. So, it is going to be shop cleanup. I might have you guys kind of, gotta get down. I might have you guys kind of bounce around with me, just looking at different stuff. I'm gonna kind of be making a, instead of fixing the camera, I'm just going to put myself in super uncomfortable positions. I'm gonna be bouncing around and kind of making a put this away, or if it's a new object that we've obtained, find this a home and find a use for it. And if I can't do either, to the garbage. But I'll be making kind of a pile of stuff that needs to go into the trailer, and a pile of stuff that needs to be put away and find a home, and or find a home. Like this bottle jack. If anybody needs one, bring me $10 and you can have it. Comes with a handle before you ask. But yeah, so we're gonna get cleaning. Hold it right there. Before you watch any more of this video, I should have done this at the beginning, but as you know, the beginning of the video, I had some pretty exciting news. But today's video is brought to you by Double K Designs. Go ahead and give Kyle a shout. I've tagged him in plenty of videos and pictures. I'll tag him in this because I'm talking about him. Reach out to him for any logo design, decals made, print stuff. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. This guy, he can do it all, and he does it at a very high level. So if you guys are interested in any of the products that he supplies or any of the services that he does, this is my first real ad read, so hang in there with me. But if you guys need anything that Kyle does, please reach out to him. Let him know that we sent you from KFR, just so he knows that, you know, you guys are watching this. You guys appreciate everything he does for us, same way that we do, and you guys are wanting to show him some love too. I'm just the lucky guy that gets to hold the steering wheel, but to be honest, without Kyle and Double K Design, and I know that his dad is a part of that as well. Kyle said that he watches these videos, so hello, Mr. Harden, how are you? But I can't thank these guys enough. They've taken us from here and elevated us to places that I didn't think that we'd get to, especially not this far, being a year in with one race in this car. Kind of, we got a 10th place DNS. And they, I mean, from day one, been all in, and it's pretty unheard of for smaller teams like this to have a sponsor like that. And so we're beyond grateful. Can't thank him enough. Can't thank his wife and his kids enough for letting me borrow him and, you know, take up a little bit of his time away from them when he's helping me with stickers and wraps and things like that. So thank you to Double K Design and the entire family. If you guys could use any of their products, please reach out. Let them know we sent you. Thank you. All right, so we've got some stuff underway. I've got a pile in front of the car of stuff that's got to go to the trailer. Things like this jug of strained fuel that we got to figure out something to do with. I wasn't recording because I had to have this set up out of the way because I was going about 200 miles an hour. Just looking for a spot to start. That was probably the hardest part, is just looking around and going, all of this junk needs some attention. So where do I start? But once I picked it up, stuff started moving pretty good. Still got a table down here of stuff that's got to get put up. So I've got pretty much everything behind you guys taken care of. So I'm just gonna set you up here, time lapse. You guys can watch me run around and try and figure life out. I got a haircut today. It was getting a little long, a little scraggly, looked a little homeless. Thank you for saying it looks good now. I appreciate that. But yeah, you guys prepare to be time lapsed. Ladies and gents, that's about where we're gonna call it for the evening. Got to get inside and make the wife some food. So we got a good portion cleaned up. I've got to get the mini bike back in there and find something to do with the stuff that I pulled out to put in the trailer until I'm ready to go onto that adventure. But I'm kind of trying to be more one-track mind of getting on task and staying on it. I know that this video is not very supportive of that because it started out the whole day was just going to be cleaning this whole place up, and we ended up building a body thing which did help clean it up, so I guess it counts. I keep little jars like this. And I fill them up with dirt from places that I've raced. So that's Placerville 2021. Didn't race there, but went out for a practice day to shake the car down when I was back in California. And that place was huge. It was so much fun. It was, I mean, flat foot and just absolutely rip. It was small enough to where I had the car in second gear, so I'm sure you guys have seen the clip of that old white and red half body car. That was a Acura Integra, 1994 Acura Integra, and that thing boogied. And especially on that track with the high banks, I mean, just let her eat until the axle decided it wanted to blow off, which is a tough day when you bring minimal stuff to a practice day because you're not really expecting to tear anything up, and you go out on the track 3 or 4 times and you leave on a hook. So it's a rough practice day. But anyways, so I carry these with me. Unfortunately, I didn't have one when I went to Ultimate, which is now, from what I hear, an impound lot. So I may be one of the last people who ever got to drive a car at Ultimate, Friendship, whatever you know it as, that racetrack. I do think that I still have some metal components that came off of the car when we put new stuff on from the front end over there in my metal bin that I might be able to scrape some dirt off and maybe fill a little bit of it up and ride on there. But that's what I have these little jars for, and I look forward to filling up lots of jars from going to lots of different racetracks. I actually got the idea from Dale Earnhardt Jr. from watching Lost Speedways. I thought it was a cool kind of keepsake. It doesn't cost you anything, and I mean, heck, we spend a good portion of the night scraping mud off these things anyway, so just scrape it instead of just walking it over and running it over with the truck and throwing it in somebody else's pit stall. No, I'm kidding. Just grab you a little handful of it and shove it down in the jar and write the place and the year. So those are my jars. This is my garage, shop, carport. This is my sponsor. This is my race team. These are my cleaning products. And that's the end of the video. We'll see you next time.